let's get Paul's guitar done and in the mail. We're going to take it from looking like this to being done. Let's not muck about in this video, let's just get after it. Here we go. I don't think we've talked about this yet, but Paul wants a sound hole in the side of his guitar so that he can hear the guitar better while he's singing. I have no concept of this because I sing like a seal that swallowed a porcupine. I think I'm going to cut this piece out on the CNC, so what you're seeing here is just me coming up with a little funky design to try and cut it out, and this will all make a whole lot more sense when you see me cut this out on the bandsaw. The idea here is to just make the hole that we cut in the side of this guitar look nice with this sexy little piece of mahogany. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah, I told you it'd make more sense when I cut it out on the bandsaw. That came out really, really well. In fact, that came out so well that this is no longer a test piece, it's our final. Okay, now the super stressful part, laying this thing out on the body and cutting a hole in the side of this thing.
I got to make up my mind, or else there's no moving forward. I can make it saute, or see what's around the corner. Nights can't feel crawling through my body. I would go trembling hand. I'd go to the window.
I just ran out of the cutoff wheel thing on my Dremel, so I got to put a new one on, but yeah, that's really close. It's coming out great. Okay, there's the rough cut. I'm really happy that that went well. I was a little nervous about it. I don't know, nervous maybe isn't the right word. I just, you know, I've come so far, I didn't want it to go wrong. Okay, that went really good though. I'm going to sand this up and clean up this edge and then start getting the piece of wood thing to fit in there, and this is going to be a nice little sound hole. Okay, the hole came out amazing. In fact, I might have even impressed myself a little bit, which isn't that easy to do. I kind of thought this was going to be more janky and not as professional as that, but I'm super stoked on that. That came out great. The key though is, does this guy fit? Oh, it does. It's okay, that fit awesome. All right, sound hole in the body complete. The ring goes from the inside and catches and glues to this lip, right? So that it kind of comes together as a sandwich like that. That way this thing will never fall out. I may put a piece of cloth or something to cover the hole so that you don't see down inside. I don't know yet. I'll have to think about that.
Trusted you. Oh, but boy, was I wrong. I thought you meant me well, but it was not so. Friends say you're the real deal, and your word good as gold. All the truth is, there's very little to you, and you can count me out.
Okay, I'm getting super excited about this, but man, is it getting hard to film. I guess I'll have to put it on a solid black surface or something and try and get some footage of it, but it's tricky.
Can count me out.
getting ready to do the inlay. So I got my outline traced and I got my Dremel in my Stumac base. So yeah, this is a stressful part because if I screw it up, I've got to take this whole face off and put a new one on. Okay, I feel like that went really well. I don't know that I could do much better than that, honestly. I got to get this converted over to be a CNC process instead of me doing it with the Dremel. It takes me a long time to do that, and man, is it stressful. I got some nice hot rod cones for this thing. That other cone that I've been using in there is just a, was just for mock-up, just to make sure everything was good. I'm just going to keep that old cone around, or that old one around, just for that purpose. So I got two of them in here, one for each guitar. A couple hot rod cones. Very nice. Okay, in case anybody's curious of what just a standard cover plate would look like on here, so this is just that traditional kind of triangle hole-shaped version. It doesn't look bad at all, actually. It looks pretty nice on there. I mean, I definitely like Paul's better, but it definitely looks pretty good on there. So Paul's, in contrast, is not finished being polished yet, but it's definitely better. That's a cool design. That's just such a cool design. I like how you can see the cone through it pretty good. It's kind of a cool, I don't know, that's a nice effect. Okay, definitely like that one better, but that one's not bad. I'm working on getting this thing ready to go. I gotta get a nut made, and then I'm gonna throw the strings on it. I've already got the biscuit bridge and the saddle. It's just I painted it black, and so the paint's drying, so that's not in there yet. But man, I'm close. I'm so close. I can't wait to play this thing.
Oh, I'm sitting in the sun, not a care in the world, drinking a cup of Vienna Cola and watching the river flow. Oh, I'm watching the East River flow, oh, river flow. Oh, I'm watching the East River flow, oh, flow. My girl's putting on makeup and getting ready to go. Oh, she's taking her time and let me watch the river flow. Oh, 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 I'm watching the river flow. Oh, oh, I'm watching the river flow. I'm watching the river flow. Yeah. Streaming in, dust curling out, cars had to crawl on the Williamsburg, and I'm watching the river flow. I'm watching the river flow, oh, flow. Oh, I'm watching the river flow.
Alright, when I glued the sound hole thing in, that wood piece in, I did a little bit of damage to it with the clamps, so I've taped everything off on the body, and we're going to sand this thing up and clean it up and put some more oil on it so it's beautiful. Okay, I think I'm ready to assemble this thing for the final time, and then it can go off to Paul. I'm not going to tweak on it anymore. I've had it together and apart so many times. You know, I've adjusted neck angle, just adjusting the action on the biscuit bridge. I had to make a new nut. You probably saw that on the montage. I had a nut that I really liked in there. It was good. Well, this one's good too, but I had one that was perfect in there, and when I went to polish it, I dropped it, or actually the buffer grabbed it and flung it. And when it hit, it broke. So I had to make another nut, which was a bummer because that one was so good. But this one's really good too. It's very comfortable all around. All the edges are nice and smooth, and yeah, comfortable. Action's good. We got the sound hole thing glued in this time. We got it all cleaned up and got the oil on it. It's epoxied in so it can't move. Got the end pinned in here. It's pretty much all cleaned up. It'll probably, once I get it assembled, it'll probably need a little touch up on the polish here and there, but it's sparkling pretty good. It's looking great. Yeah, okay, so let's put this thing together and let's ship it off to Paul. Oh, I haven't done the dots here yet. I'm not going to do those until I put it together this last time, and then I should be able to glue those on. So yeah, that'll be the final thing I do. Okay, here we go. At this point in the video, you're probably tired of seeing me take this thing apart and put it together, take it apart, put it together. I really just wanted to include this quick final assembly so you get the idea that it's a lot of work to get one of these guitars set up, and you do end up taking them apart many times before you finally decide, okay, it's all dialed in and now it's time to put it together for reals. Well, it may actually come apart one more time because I feel like I want to bring the action down just a hair more. Seems just slightly high, I don't know. Other than that, what a build. I love Paul's design. I think this is a super cool design. A couple of features that maybe we didn't talk about. The body's about 20% smaller than the original body of this version. So to cut down on the weight a little bit, we attach at the 13th fret here instead of the 12th or the 14th, and that was to get the cone kind of where we wanted it in the body visually. This sound hole thing is really interesting. I need to play it a bunch and see what I think of how much sound comes through that. I haven't really noticed it yet, but I also haven't played it a ton. Oh, one other little thing to do, I need to make a truss rod access cover for it. And then I need to talk to Paul about maybe the decal that goes on here. I don't know if Paul wants that radio tone decal on there or not, so I need to talk to him about that. We can put the decal on. I mean, it's so darn close to being done. It plays great. It sounds amazing. I'm super happy with how it sounds. It's got great bottom end. It's very jangly. It's very alive. It's very loud, like you would expect a Resonator to be. So we kind of hit the mark on this one. We did really, really good. I love Paul's design, and the build turned out great. So yeah, pretty exciting. Okay. Demo that thing for real because he's going to do a way better job of it than I can. I'm a hack with the finger pick still. What a cool build. What a great guitar. I love this guitar. We hit the sweet spot on the sound, I feel like. You know, the mild steel ones were really bottom end heavy. They were very bassy, very boomy, and lacked a little bit of the jangly kind of aliveness to them. And then that brass one that I built, we lost all that good bottom end. And in return, we got a whole lot of trebly stuff, and it wasn't quite right in the middle there either. Like, it just wasn't in the sweet spot. Man, this one, it's just dead on right in there. It's super alive, it's super loud, it's crazy jangly, and it's still got great bottom end. It's just a great sounding guitar. I'm happy with that. I've really enjoyed doing this for Paul. I mean, it was just so fun knowing he was going to be on the other end and I was going to get to hear some music on it. I'm just really looking forward to that because I like Paul's style, and so it's going to be great to hear him play it. I'm also a little bit nervous, you know, what if he picks it out of the case and he's like, oh, that neck is terrible and the nuts this and actions, like, you know, who knows? I'm terrified that Paul's going to not like something about it because I put a bunch of effort into it. I think the effort on this one paid off. It came out amazing. It's beautiful. I impressed myself, which I never ever do. So super happy about that. Okay, I think we've kind of learned how to build resonators, right? Like we've kind of covered everything about how they go together. Obviously, we could be way better at the process, but I think we understand what we're doing on how to put them together. So I don't know what this channel is going to kind of show next. I mean, I feel like it was been a great education on learning how to build these things, but we kind of know now. And so now I don't feel like filming me do the same process over and over again. That's kind of run its course, right? Like we know what we're doing. Now we just got to get good at it, maybe make some jigs and stuff. So I don't know. I don't have an idea yet for what the next kind of format's going to be, because I don't think it's going to be such as educational piece where we're learning as much, because we're getting pretty good at it. Yeah, so if you got great ideas for me about what this channel's going to morph into, let me know. You know, we'll be back shortly, but I just don't know in what format and what we're going to do. Okay, I think that's great. I think it's time to let Paul do this thing real justice and not me. And it's been an awesome build. Thrilled with it. All right, thanks for following along, you guys. Next time you see this, it'll be in Paul's hands, and things will be great. See ya.